risk management governance. Effective risk management is depend upon appropriate risk management governance structure and well-defined roles and responsibilities. It is important for everyone to be aware of individual and collective risk management responsibilities. If risk to be effectively managed, it is essential that people behave in a way that is consistent with the organization's approved approach. This indicates that risk management is not merely about having a well defined process, but also about facilitating the behavioral change necessary for risk management to be embedded in all organizational activities. Next, mandate and commitment. Any major organizational initiative needs appropriate sponsorship to be successfully implemented and sustained. Risk management requires strong and sustained commitment by the organization's board, audit or risk committee, and the CEO or secretary. Management should articulate and endorse the risk management policy. That is, disclose and approve the risk management policy. Number 2, management should communicate the benefits of risk management to all stakeholders. Number 3, management should define risk management performance indicators that are aligned with organizational performance. Number 4, management should ensure alignment of risk management objectives with the objectives and strategies of the organization. Then, management should ensure legal and regulatory compliance. Last, management should ensure that necessary resources are allocated to risk management. The board, risk committee, and executive, these three of them can all play a leading role in setting the tone for effective risk management throughout the organization. It also helps to derive effective risk management by incorporating risk management and reporting into the corporate and strategic planning processes. Then next, accountability. The organization should ensure that there is accountability and authority for certain things. They are managing risk, adequacy and effectiveness of risk control, and implementing and sustaining the risk management framework or process. This may be facilitated by ensuring appropriate levels of recognition, reward, approval, and sanction. Then we see next topic. What are the key factors to consider when developing a risk management governance structure? Here, number of factors should be considered while we determining an organization's risk management governance structure. It includes current organization structure and authorities, current level of understanding, appreciation, and commitment to risk management by key individuals, current level of change readiness within the organization, key types of risk faced by the organization and functions currently managing the key risk, and the existence of logical risk champions within the organization. Now we see indicative roles and responsibility for risk management. Here, the roles and accountabilities of each of the key parties are listed out. First, board. The board provides direction and oversight of risk management across the organization. Now we see the board risk management responsibility. Number 1, approving the organization risk management documentation. Number 2, setting the standards and expectations of the organization. Number 3, monitoring the management of high and significant risk. Number 4, approving major decisions affecting the organization's risk profile or exposure. So these all are the key risk management responsibility for the board members. Then next, we see the Chief Executive Officer responsibilities. It may include participating in the review and update of the strategic risk profile, reviewing key risk information, monitoring the management of high and significant risk, ensuring that adequate processes are being followed about lower level risk, setting the tone and promoting a strong risk management culture. These all are the key responsibilities of Chief Executive Officer. Next we see audit or risk committee. The primary objective of the audit or risk committee is to assist the board in discharging its responsibility to exercise due care, diligence and skill in relation to business operations and to advise on any matters of financial or regulatory significance which may be referred to it from time to time. Then we see executive and management. Executive and management are responsible for the oversight of the RM framework, including the consideration and review of risk management policies and procedures on an annual basis. Next, Chief Risk Officer or Risk Manager. It is important to note that most risk managers act primarily as advisors and coordinators for risk. Operational responsibility for specific type of risk generally rests with functional area line management. For example, an IT and system manager would take responsibility for managing IT related risk. The next, risk owners. Risk owners are typically line managers or functional specialists who assume responsibility for designing, implementing and or monitoring risk treatments. Then we see risk owners responsible. It includes managing the risk for which they have accountability. Number 2, reviewing the risk on a regular basis. Number 3, identifying where current control deficiencies may exist. Number 4, updating risk information about the risk. Number 5, escalating the risk where the risk is increasing in likelihood or consequence. And finally, providing information about the risk when it is required. Then we see staff and contractors. It is the responsibility of all personnel, stakeholders and contractors to apply the risk management process to their respective roles. Their focus should be on identifying risk and reporting these to the relevant risk owner. Wherever possible and appropriate, they should also manage these risks.